Lovely evening. Thank you for joining us. This is Weekend Report from NTA. I am Tijani Ajara. Let's take a look at the news highlight first. Kwara PDP elects new executives at 2025 State Congress. On our discussion segment tonight, 1 year of democratic governance at local government councils in Kwara State and its assessment will be our focus. Plus news from the world of entertainment and sport. Stay with us. Welcome back. People's Democratic Party, PDP, Kwara State has elected new executive members to pilot the affairs of the party for the next 4 years. At a state elective congress held in Ilorin, Alhaji Issa Bawa was elected as the new chairman of the party alongside other members of his team. The newly elected chairman assured the party that the new ESCOs will work hard to ensure Kwara PDP emerges winners in the 2027 general elections. The leader of the party and former state president Bukola Saraki congratulated the new executives and charged them to deliver on their mandate of resecuring the state. Details will come in our subsequent bulletin. Moving on to other matters, as part of efforts to address security challenges, foster unity and drive sustainable development in Kwara State, in Kwara South, a non-political organization, Kwara South Development Initiative, has organized a meeting to address various challenges facing the district. Aisha Abubakar Yahya reports that relevant stakeholders and indigents of Kwara South who converged on Ilorin, the Kwara State capital, for the meeting were able to come up with ideas and suggestions that could move the area forward.
South Development Initiative is a platform that not only harnesses potentials of Kwara South, but also addresses issues concerning peace and development of the senatorial district. It is in view of this that a meeting was organized in Ilorin to address issues bordering on security challenges and other issues such as political and economic development of the area. Relevant stakeholders and other indigenes of Kwara South at the meeting were of the opinion that there was need for all to unite for massive development to take place, while commending Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak for taking both steps in tackling security challenges facing the area.
I'm making a clarion call to all of us to get involved in securing our communities. We can support the security architecture and our gallant vigilantes in Kwara South. I want to assure you that the effort of these patriotic individuals have made it possible to improve the narratives in our community.
They are also optimistic that the meeting would go a long way in ensuring the socio-economic and political development of Kwara South.
Is to discuss salient issues affecting Kwara South in terms of security, in terms of political awareness, as we move very closely to 2027 election.
Our communities are, somewhat emptied due to lack of economic opportunities. A lot of our brothers and sisters have seek better opportunities outside of the state and beyond.
Your resilience and commitment have been the bedrock of our shared progress, and I commend you for your leadership role in shaping a vibrant Kwara South. Your dedication continues to inspire us all.
The Kwara State government also reiterated its commitment to ensuring equitable development in every part of the state, including Kwara South, as security of lives and property would remain its topmost priority. Aisha Abubakar Yahya, NTA News.
Now it's time to receive our guest in the studio for the discussion tonight. But just before we do that, let's take a look at this report for the assessment of 1 year good governance at the grassroots by the local government chairman in Kwara State.
People of Kwara State in September last year went to the poll to elect chairmen and councillors to run the affairs of all the local government councils. With the return of real democratic governance in the state, the expectation was that dividends of democracy would be felt at the grassroots. 1 year down the lane, political actors and analysts agreed that things have changed, though differed on the scale and pattern of improvement.
Since the inauguration of the 16 local government chairmen and the 193 councillors across the different wards in the state, we've had some progress on their part, but there's still a lot that needs to be done.
We have engaged more teachers, to go into the rural areas. And the area of health, we have done so much too as well. Before I came on board, the local government has 76 health facilities. Out of these 76, 1/3 of it is the one that is functioning. So, but today we have been able to reactivate almost all.
I cannot fault the system now because it's like we are regaining the energy back. So let us now see, maybe in few days or in few years to come, maybe probably by next year, they can do more beyond. It's like they are just, let me call it on the job training.
While allowing people to choose who to govern them at the local level was considered as a plus to democracy, the question of financial autonomy for local councils still lingers.
Presently, we may be talking about financial autonomy, but financial autonomy cannot work without administrative autonomy. Because if you see you are giving so much money to somebody, for example, but you are still to tell the person how to spend the money, then you have financial autonomy without having administrative autonomy.
Ever since the local government return, according to the Supreme Court, we only see it in paper, but in practice, I still believe that local governments do not have that autonomy as expected.
The only thing that is not there is that our money is not being paid directly into our account, but it's being paid into a joint account by the local government, which is being superintended by all the 16 local government chairmen, vice chairmen, and treasurer in the JAC. So where we decide what is happening. Since about 1 year that I've been there, I've never seen any interference from the part of the governor.
Opinion of the respondent: external political influence kills local government administration and must not be allowed to stand in the interest of the people.
Kwara State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Ilorin, in collaboration with Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, Abuja, organizes a 5-day training for 224 ECCDE teachers across the state on early childhood care development education. Theme of the program: effective implementation of ECCDE curriculum policies. Date: Monday 29th September to Friday 3rd October 2025. Venue: Bishop Smith Junior Secondary School Hall. Time: 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Also, Kwara State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Ilorin, in collaboration with Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEG, Abuja, organizes a 5-day training for 240 UBE school heads across the state. Theme of the program: effective school management skills for enhancing quality basic education delivery. Date: Monday 6th October to Friday 10th October 2025. Venue: Queen Elizabeth School Hall. Time: 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily. Chief host: His Excellency the Executive Governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdurrahman Abdurazak, CON, Chairman, Nigerian Governors Forum. Announcer: Professor Shehu Rahim Adaramaja, Executive Chairman, Kwara SUBEB, Dean of SUBEB Chairman, and Mrs. Awotunde MO, Director, Teacher Professional Development, Kwara SUBEB. Be there.
Welcome back. Now, this is Weekend Report, and it's about time for us to go into the discussion properly. Now, we have the topic tonight: assessment of local government administration in Kwara State 1 year after elections. And to do justice to that, we have Dr. Adebola Bakare with us on set. Dr. Adebola Bakare is political scientist and analyst. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
How are you, sir?
Fine.
It's been a while.
Yes, sir.
All right, so local government is considered as the third and the last tier of government in Nigeria. It is also the least important in democratic setting? Is it? That's the question. Is it also the least important in democratic setting? Now,
Well,
we know it is the third tier.
Yes.
But is it the least?
Well, that is a matter of semantic, and is a matter of perspective.
Okay.
You see, when we are looking at it from the hierarchy, as you have mentioned, constitutionally, it is the least out of the 3 tiers of government that we are operating. But if you ask whether it is the least important, I said that is a matter of perspective, because to me it is not.
Why?
If I want to rank by going by my own perspective, I will rank the federal government first as what we actually need for good governance.
Okay.
Then I will rank the local government second, because of the essence of local government. I will have preferred a governance system where we have only the federal government and the local government.
Okay.
If I have my way, I can call for the scrap of state government. We don't actually need state government.
Okay.
So that's why I say whether they are the least important is a matter of perspective. All what state government is doing, local government can do it, and they are even closer to the grassroots, and they are smaller. And you know, Yoruba people say the bigger the head, the bigger the headache.
Oh.
So the state government, where the state government could not cover, local government can easily cover the grassroots, the nooks and crannies. So to me, it's not the least important. Only that, like I said sometimes ago, the way the constitution has established the local government as the third tier of government is what is actually causing problem for the local government. That's why we don't see them as a tier of government that is expected to be effective by virtue of the design of the constitution. As long as we are still operating the 1999 constitution, forget about local government being effective. It will continue to be the way it is because of the confusion.
What confusion has 1999 constitution brought,
Let's go historical a little bit. You know, when we did in Nigeria, when we did the 1976 local government reform, local government became very effective. Then by 1979 constitution, there was a problem. 1979 actually created the problem for what we have as the challenges facing local government today. So in 1989 constitution, Babangida attempted to solve that problem by using 1989 constitution to correct the flaws
of
in 1979 constitution. Unfortunately, when 1999 constitution came, what 1989 constitution tried to solve, 1999 constitution brought it back and put it in section 162 subsection 5, 6, 7 of the 1999 constitution. That's actually the problem.
Let us unravel this. You have mentioned what happened in 1976.
Yes.
Then you said 1979 created a problem.
Yes.
1989 by Babangida, probably attempted to solve
the problem. Yes.
Now you said 1999.
Yes.
Now re-establish that problem.
Yes. It compounded it in a more disturbing way, because if you look at the 1999 constitution, read section 7 of the 1999 constitution.
Section 7.
Yes. Together with section 162, subsection 5, 6, 7 of the 1999 constitution. And you will agree with me that those who drafted that constitution actually don't know what they were doing or they were thinking. Because by section 7, they gave local government power to exist, and said there must be a democratically elected local government administrative system. that every state must ensure. Then along that line, under section 7 as well, they now give power to state house of assembly to legislate for the same local government by saying that state government must now, by a law, that is that law to be enacted by the state house of assembly, to now determine the structure, finance and administration of the same local government that the same section 7 said must be ensured. Now, by virtue of section 162, the constitution now said local government is entitled to collect federal allocation and state allocation. It means percentage of what federal government is making should go to federal government, state and local government.
Yes.
Percentage of whatever state government is making should go to state, then go to local government.
Okay.
Now, the blunder in section 162 sub 5 is now that that money coming from the federal allocation and the one coming from the state allocation should now go to a state local government joint account.
Okay.
And that it is state that will now determine how to now give, how to share that money to deserving local government, which means the governor is at liberty to decide whether to increase or to reduce
the allocation,
or yes, to local government.
Then what is the place of autonomy here? Why is it that the local government in Nigeria are mostly controlled by another tier of governments, you know,
Yes.
just like you've rightly said?
Yes.
Were they not meant to be autonomous?
Yes, the constitution actually did not emphasize or is not designed to give them autonomy.
How? Like
Thank
we
you.
get to hear
Thank you.
autonomy.
Go to the same 1999 local government, 1999 constitution.
Okay.
You know, the way resources are being shared is based on responsibility.
Okay.
Whatever amount you are getting from the fund, federation account, is going to be determined by the responsibility you are giving.
Okay.
The 1999 local 1999 constitution did not give any responsibility to local government. It gives exclusive to federal,
Okay.
residual to state, and concurrent to both federal and state. Nothing for local government.
Would you
All
have
what
to-
fourth
okay.
schedule said is just functions of local government. It's different from power. It's different from responsibility.
Yeah, that's cosmetic.
Yes, it's cosmetic because all those functions are within the purview of residual, which means at any point in time, a governor can decide as this road, this street that is supposed to be taken care of, this market that is supposed to be taken care of by local government, I am doing it. So that when the money comes as the governor, and I will now say, okay, the money I used to construct so road on your behalf, I am removing it. And that's what many governors are doing. And look at what governors are doing. Even in Kwara here, they will float state revenue agency.
Okay.
In Kwara, we have Kwara Internal Revenue Service, Kwaris.
Yes.
Now, what they do is to now mop up all revenue opportunities of local government.
Okay.
And tell the local government that we are helping you to collect because you don't have capacity to collect. We are helping you to collect your revenue, your IGR. So when we now collect, we now give you.
Okay.
That's why I said the constitution did not design local government to be autonomous.
No, there's nothing wrong in mechanism. Like whatever works. If like the revenue collector,
yes,
that is an institution that mop, you know, how do I say it? The taxes,
Yes.
you know, get revenue, and then it's like, okay, so can you handle it on your own? If you do not have the constituted, or no, I don't want to say constituted, like the working tools to get that, we can institute, let's say, a hired agency to help you to do that. But getting the money, those funds back to them is what we are talking about. When I was young, many roads were, many projects, especially, lungus, sub-roads, streets, were being constructed by local governments.
Yes.
That I knew for sure. I'm a young boy.
Yes.
But then again, the story is changing. Should we now say, as we speak, local government has full autonomy, or is it semi-autonomy, as the case may be?
They don't even have semi, not to talk of full.
All right, so let's move on.
They don't even have autonomy at all. Even by virtue of the recent Supreme Court judgment, that even creates more problem.
How?
Because that judgment is not enforceable. Nobody can enforce that judgment. That's why over a year now, it is difficult for federal government to enforce that judgment, because that judgment is unconstitutional. In fact, if not that judgment was given by the Supreme Court, that judgment ought to be challenged.
But
in court.
The court, I mean, the judgment is also an authority, a constituted authority. They could, whatever the judgment passed, becomes law automatically.
Yes. I agree. Supreme Court is a court of law and policy.
Okay.
But if you look at that judgment, read that judgment together with the supremacy of the Constitution.
Okay.
If you read it, the supremacy of Constitution states that any law that is inconsistent with any provision of the Constitution is null and void, as the Constitution take supreme. Now, if you look at that judgment is in conflict with the provision of Section 7.
And you said
and Section 162
has that supremacy.
Yes.
All right. So after the 2024 Supreme Court verdict, just like we've said, Kwara State held an election that ushered in democratically elected chairmen and councillors running the affairs of local councils. What is your assessment of their performance in the last 1 year? That's the focal point of this conversation. I just, I wanted to set the precedence, and now you have set the floor.
Yes.
That
is a very wonderful question that you have raised.
Assessment.
Yes. And I will now ask you, over 1 year till now, that we have democratically elected chairmen and councillors, have you passed through any road or see any school or any market being reconstructed in the local government that are situated in the urban centers? They have done nothing. They have done nothing.
Okay.
The chairman, councillors are just going to their offices, sit down, have meeting, do nothing.
Are you so sure of this?
Because they don't have money to do anything.
Okay.
What do you expect them to go and borrow money to do anything? They are still not effective.
Okay.
Assuming we have been in a situation where they can collect their money directly, because the Constitution needs to be amended for that judgment to be enforced.
Okay.
If they are able to collect their money directly, then we can now assess them. Because they don't have anything to do, they are so idle to the extent that one local government in Kwara Island, that the chairman and the councillors are fighting because they wanted to remove the, I think, deputy leader.
Then how do we resolve the joint account issues?
Is by constitutional amendment.
Right,
unfortunately, it's difficult to amend because the National Assembly is not the problem to amend the Constitution. But by provision of the Constitution, it will have to come to state houses of assembly. Unfortunately, the governors, we ask them not to approve.
In one word, because of time, going forward, how do we make local government councils in Nigeria vibrant once again to achieve the desired development at the grassroots?
We have to change the way we elect them.
How?
What I am recommending is that as long as State Independent Electoral Commission is conducting local government election, we will be cycling in one spot. Because it will be the stooge of the governor that we keep emerging, and the governor, don't be surprised, by the time they give them money directly from Abuja, the governor will still ask them to bring the money and they will return the money. But by the time I am advocating that INEC should be unbundled, there are some responsibility on the neck of INEC that should be shifted to another body, okay, so that INEC can now conduct national, state and local government election.
All right.
By that, people will now come, those people who are capable of running the local government, who can even generate revenue, okay, to run the local government without the allocation of state and federal, will show up, contest and possibly win election, and everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. Let's put a pause there. We've been having this vibrant conversation with Dr. Adebola Bakare, a political scientist and analyst. Thank you so very much for our call. All right, it is Weekend Report. We'll move now to entertainment. The music streaming giant Spotify has named Nigerian musician Ira Star as the biggest female Afrobeat artist in the last 1 year. Titilayomi Ayetunde is our guide.
Streaming giant Spotify released its list of top 5 female Afrobeat artists in the last 12 months, with Nigerian singer Ira Star topping the list. Music platform hail Ira Star's consistency as the pop star of Afrobeat. Grammy award-winning singer Thames is the second on the list. American Cameroonian singer Liba Anka at number 3. Malia French star Aya Nakamura took the 4th spot, while British Nigeria singer Dako completed the top 5. In another story, many Nigerians have condemned the lyrics of popular Fuji musician Taye Currency at the coronation ceremony of Oba Rashidi Ladoja as Olu-Ibadan of Ibadan land. Performing at the ceremony, Taye Currency, who was the guest performer, triggered backlash following his song lyrics, "Were laughing were," meaning we use insanity to cure insanity. The controversy trailing the lyrics has pushed the musician to the top trend on X platform. Titilayo Oyetunde, NTA News.
Thank you, Yetunde, for that. Moving on to sport. Remo Stars have advanced to the second preliminary round of the CAF Champions League after defeating Comoros champions US Zilamojo. Abdulmumin Abdulwakil is our guide on sport tidbits.
The Nigerian Premier Football League champions sealed their progress with a 1-0 win in Abeokuta, thanks to Alex Oyowa's 74th minute strike. The result gave Remo Stars a 5-0 aggregate victory, following their dominant first-leg performance. With confidence and composure, the Sky Blue Stars show professionalism to book their place in the next round of African Elite Club competition. Meanwhile, as Nigeria prepares to mark her 65th independence anniversary, the stage is set for the 4th edition of the Chief of Defense Staff Unity Basketball Southwest Tournament in Lagos. The 6-day championship will tip off on September 30th at the indoor sports hall of the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos. A total of 12 teams from the Southwest, alongside invited sides from other regions, are expected to compete. The tournament is designed to foster peaceful coexistence, unity, and youth engagement across Southwest and beyond. Abdulmumin Abdulwakil, NTA News.
And that's a wrap from here. Weekend Report will return same time next week with a bang. Stay with us. Good night.
For more news and programs, you can visit our website on www.ntailorin.com.ng. Download the NTA Ilorin app from Google Play Store on your Android devices. You can also watch our news on NTA Ilorin YouTube channel.